so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. Maybe someday you'll have it your way. Maybe someday it'll all work out. Maybe someday you'll have it your way. Maybe someday it'll all work out. Until then, nope, a nope, a nope, a nope, definitely nope, a nope, nope, a nope. Probably never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. Oh no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so.
Hi, everyone.
I
I hope you can hear me. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself. Good morning to you all. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I am downstairs. I got a little bit of a different setup here. Oh, good. You can hear me. Yeah. So I'll be off camera today because I am downstairs and my camera's upstairs. I couldn't help myself. I just couldn't help myself because I think that song says it perfectly. And if you all remember, you know, I didn't touch on Darren Getty's too much in this whole situation with two beautiful missing children, Lily and Jack Sullivan. But one thing I always said was, as soon as I could see a narrative being pushed And being from Pictou County and expecting that that was probably going to start to take place, just living here and seeing things historically, if you all remember what I said was, oh, no, 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 I don't think so. I do not think so. This has to stop. Especially in this case with two beautiful young babies missing, right? We can't allow that to happen. And this, of course, is from I'm going to call it the Vigil Rally because it was a bit it honestly. And I, it was a rally, and part of, the fight in this for Lily and Jack for justice is stopping the narratives that are being pushed. And numero uno in all of that is this gentleman right here on the screen. And I'd love to go back and pull up my old videos when this started with him. And I'm sure many of you that were already here remember me saying, oh, no, 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 this can't happen. This can't happen. The only thing I really had to say to all of that was that, and that we have to ask ourselves why, in any case, when someone comes along and starts to push a narrative that goes against what actually took place here, is why? Is there a reason? And that was pretty much it. That I had touched on with Darren Geddes, because I didn't want to give it a lot of attention either. When I knew it was a false narrative. I don't want to put that out there. Anyways, so I just thought you guys would get a little kick out of that, because if you were here, you remember those being my exact words when it came to Mr. Geddes. No. And this is a rally for justice. Everyone was invited. He chose to come to the rally, and fine. But as part of truth and justice, it's shutting down those false narratives and letting those individuals know that we don't stand for that. We don't stand for that. And it needs to stop. And other things need to stop as well. Yeah. And we'll get into a little bit more of that as we get into the pictures of the rally. So we'll take this off screen for now. And there is the two beautiful babies. Seriously, look at them. Just absolutely beautiful babies. Lily and Jack Sullivan, who went missing May 2nd, 2025, from Garlock Road, Lansdowne, Pictou County, Nova Scotia. And if you have any information, please, I'll put it up, please make note of these numbers. You can always go back in the video if you need to locate them. And not just this case, any information on any case that you may have. There's other cases we've touched on here as well. And you'll see at the end of this video, many of the missing and unsolved crimes here in Nova Scotia at the end of this video. There's more, but these are the posters I have done up thus far. Yeah. And there we are again. Really good pictures of them there. Lilly&Jack Sullivan. There is a $150,000 reward as well. Just beautiful, beautiful babies. Heartbreaking. It's just heartbreaking. Yeah. So, I did attend the vigil rally, whatever you want to call it. Just 1 second, guys. There we go. I wanted to get me back up on screen there. Yeah, so I did attend the vigil rally. We'll get into that first, but let's say some hellos. Hello to you all. Oh, it was a beautiful day here, and it just started raining. Shy, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We get to play our thank you song already. Thank you so much, Shy. It's very much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, Shy. Thank you so much. I missed you guys, I have to say, and I do apologize for not being able to get on here much sooner. I had a lot of stuff going on family-wise. Of course, after the search and the vigils, and then a lot of family stuff in between, I was exhausted. So I had to take those days to recoup because of my condition. And I'm sure you guys noticed on the last 2 lives I did, I had a lot of brain fog, bad. So I really needed to take some time to recoup. What are you saying there, Ginger? Update, Staff Sergeant Rob McCammon reiterated what he said nearly a year ago. I think the chances that Jack and Lily are alive are very slim. Yes. And when you take that and put it with the fact that he also said he thinks the fact that the children are wandered off in the road into the woods there, he also said that that's very slim. So you take those 2 things, put them together. So we can say Staff Sergeant Rob McCammon stated, I think the chances that Jack and Lily are alive are very slim. And I think the chances that they're out there in the woods after all that thorough searching is very slim. Right? So that those 2 statements coming from him tell you a lot. And we are going to go over his whole interview. I have it all done up, ready to go. But then we get into other stuff that, I had to do here with the Lilly&Jack case, the vigil, the court case. Yeah, so let's say some hellos here. I'll quickly go back up to the top. We'll work our way down, and then we'll get into the vigil, looking at some pictures and some stuff going on there. And then we'll touch on the day of court. So, Women's Warrior, thank you so much for being here. Always a pleasure. Ginger, thank you so much. Ginger is an awesome mod And I appreciate her so much and appreciate her being here. She's fantastic. Share Care, thank you so much. Very dedicated to the Lilly&Jack case. Thank you so much for being here. Angelina, thank you. Thank you. Always nice to see you. Everyone here has been following this case and very dedicated. Very dedicated. Belinda believes. I've met Belinda personally at the oh my goodness, my brain fog. At the search and the vigil. Very dedicated to the Lily and to Lilly&Jack. To Lilly&Jack. Rena Gale, thank you. Girl Gale. Girl Gale. Thank you so much for being here. The other mod, one of the other mods of this channel. Awesome lady. Very knowledgeable. And thank you. Thank you for modding and thank you for being here. Yes, ma'am. Hi. Thank you. Truth, please. Yep. I would agree with that one. Yep. Definitely. Please. Some truth. It's what we need. Shy. Oop. It's a little hard on this laptop to get to where I want to go. Hello. Hey, beautiful humans. I love you. Always say that. It's so nice. And hello to you. Thank you so much for being dedicated to Lilly&Jack. Camilla, hi. Nice to see you again. Angelina, nice to see you. Belinda Believes again. Belinda Believes is collecting, I believe she's on the beach today looking for glass, and I'm happy that we'll be with you while you're doing that. Joyous, again, another individual dedicated all the way to this case, justice for Lilly&Jack. Hi, Joyous. Thanks for being here. Truth and Beauty, good morning. Again, another dedicated follower, Stella as well. Gypsy, all dedicated to Lilly&Jack. So nice. I'm on my second cup of coffee there, Joyous. My husband usually makes my first cup, but he had a job interview. So I came down and had to make my own coffee this morning. Can you imagine? Just teasing. He's so good to me. So I'm on my second cup now, but he was back by then and he made me my second cup. He's such an awesome man. I love him to pieces. Pinky, hi. Another dedicated. All the dedicated folks here. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Like, I truly mean that. Please, no. You guys are so awesome. You're a part of the community that has been taking place here in regards to Lilly&Jack and hopefully finding justice. And I see you here. I see you in other chats. You're also dedicated. And I thank you. Thank you for that. Busy week at hospital emergency. I need a right shoulder replacement. Wow. I'm so sorry. And I have an umbilical hernia. Oh, they're always great. I have one of those too, on top of everything else. I have TGIS. Yeah, thank God it's Friday. The shoulder, I'm so sorry because I know that that's painful. So sorry. Umbilical hernias, that, it's a common thing for women to have, and men as well. They never seem to be as concerned with women with the hernias as men, though. Because with men, it can cause strangulation to a certain area. So they always see that as a bit more of an emergency than with us women. Now, I have, he calls it a slight a slight one. But I can tell when it's protruding and whatnot because, yeah, I can tell. So, yeah, they're not nice to have. Anna, hello. I know that you also have been very dedicated to Lilly&Jack, and thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I wish I could bring you with me. Truth, yeah. I too live in Alberta, but I'm in PEI visiting. PEI is so beautiful. I lived in PEI for a while. I lived in different areas around the Maritimes. Yeah. Oh, geez, what a face that is to see this early in the morning. I'm sure you're not talking about mine. Oh my God. And Cher says, happy hunting. Shy, thanks again. Okay. Let's try to get down here because I know I'm way behind. Mama Bear. I received a membership a bit ago. Thank you to the person who sent it. I apologize for the delay. I haven't been able to make many lives. Well, don't worry about that. That happens. So don't worry about that. Harley Davison, hello. Olive, if I didn't say hello yet, hello. I can't remember if you were up top. Well, it looks like you're saying good morning, Novah, and everyone. So you probably just, yeah. I didn't miss you, I don't think. If I did miss anybody, please, please, please accept my apologies. Cheryl, hello. Nice to see you. Just going down, making sure I didn't miss anybody. How is it that Darren Geddes is hated for pushing a certain narrative, but others can push their narratives with no problem? Well, truth. It's all about the truth. As you say, truth, please. Truth. Truth, please. I say the same thing. Truth, please. And, oh, sorry, I'm losing my earpiece. Oh, how do I explain that? I think first of all, I don't see anyone else pushing a narrative. I see other people discussing facts, and as on this channel, we've always attempted to stick with facts and maybe some. I shouldn't always say facts because sometimes it's words that people are saying, but it doesn't necessarily mean what they're saying is fact, right? So we can listen to Daniel, we can listen to Janie, we can listen to the little bit that we have heard from Malaya, and what we're hearing coming out of their mouth is fact or not, who knows, right? Until we understand truly what took place here. But we can go by what they're saying, right? It's a fact that they stated it. Then we have the facts of what comes from law enforcement or CMP, and then we have the facts of what is in the documents, okay? And so, based on all of that, on this channel, we kind of stuck to that. And honestly, we've been going in the right direction the whole time. We, kind of saw that there was probably some DV going on here. And eventually we did find that out. There's lots of things that we thought, okay, just based on what we're seeing here, what's being stated by the individuals on the property, what's in the documents, what are CMP saying, this is the picture we're getting here. And then eventually it would come to light that, yes, that is what's taking place here. Now, outside of that, I haven't really heard anyone else pushing any type of, or I haven't heard people pushing any narrative outside of that, which none of that, everything I just listed there that you would base your information on, ever stated that the children were taken and put on a reserve. So that is not in line with following facts and statements made by those on the property. So that is a false narrative. That is a false narrative. And I'm from here. I don't know if you're from here, but I'm 54. I've lived here long enough to know what takes place in Pictou County. And I said it even before Darren Geddes came out and did what he did. I said, this is typically what happens here, and I hope it doesn't happen in this case. And then, boom, it happened. And there is, in my experience, and in many of the cases that I've followed, know why that takes place. And it has to be stopped. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. It doesn't align with any of the facts or anything that anyone stated who was on the property that day. Well, I shouldn't say that. It kind of did at first until they both, Janie and Daniel both realized that was not a factual narrative. So no, those false narratives cannot be pushed. I'm sorry. That's no. And that's false narratives are not going to help seek justice for Lily and Jack. And then for someone to take a false narrative, come on to YouTube and insist that everyone now call this tip in yourselves to the RCMP, and tie those lines up. No. Sorry. No. I don't think so. No. Sorry I went on about that for so long, but I hope that helps you to understand. And I'm so far behind in the chat now, that's fine. I'll come down, and I'll go back a little bit. Yeah, and like I had said also, then you have to wonder, the question for me always was, like I said, I didn't hit on that a whole lot because I wasn't going to take part in pushing a false narrative. But I had just always said, this is the trend around here in Pictou County. I don't know what goes on elsewhere when crimes happen or people go missing. But, and that we just can't allow that to happen in this case. We just can't. We can't. No, I'm sorry, but we can't. And I had always said the only question we need to ask ourselves is why. Like, what is going on here that someone would come out and start saying stuff like that? And, eventually we found out there's different connections going on there. And believe me, there's more information coming out, that I'm sure the public will soon learn. But there's sometimes you have to just wait until the right time for things to, come out to the public. And Yeah, I just certainly hope that certain people are sweating balls. Sorry for that, but yeah, I do. I do. I hope you're sweating balls. Be right back. Have to meet with my worker here at the transition house. Absolutely, my darling. Thank you for all you do. Aw, Pinky, thank you. Angelina, thank you. I can't go too far back up because we're so behind now and we'll never get to the material. Lori, hello. I'm going to share one of your pictures today. I put it in with my pictures. It's the one where there's an individual walking over to the officer to shake his hand. You know who I'm talking about. Angelina loved Novah. She's almost the only one I can listen to live at work because she doesn't cuss. Oh, well, sorry. I just said BALLS, but that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Aw, I'm sorry. Actually, that was yes, ma'am. I think I said, you were saying Angelina. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. And Angelina's scared of hospitals. Don't be afraid. Nurses, I'm a nurse. We're just there to help you and make you feel better. Peaches, good morning. I change my name every few weeks, but have been following since day one. I have been lurking lately because not everyone appreciates my jokes, but really enjoy listening to you. Oh, we can handle jokes here because you have to break this up, right? Actually, I started today off with a bit of a joke. So, yeah. 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 Yes, ma'am. I know she's not a potty mouth. No, I'm not too bad, but you might get something out of me once in a while. Hi, Belinda. Thank you for your beautiful words, Novah. Liz, hi. Nice to see you. Tash Pond, hi. Okay, we got to get down here. This is why I need someone to come on lives with me to help me out with the chat and star comments. Yeah, if anybody's interested, email me. You don't even have to be on screen. You're in what we call kind of like a back office. You can talk if you want, but you don't have to. But you can just chat and start comments. Anyways. Derwood is hated for being abusive when people question his narrative. Well, yeah, all I can say to that is I really, really, really ask, anybody that is really involved in following this case, which many of you here are, I can, attest to that. Please trust what the locals. Please trust us locals, please. I'm local. Shanna's from Nova Scotia, from, I think, outskirts of Halifax or city area. Please trust us. Trust, please. I don't know what else to say, but there's a reason why somebody, and I said it from day one when this happened, why someone comes out and pushes a false narrative. A narrative that doesn't align with anything. We all know now, none of that. If this was just somebody innocently coming out, and saying, look, I wonder if this could have happened. And then you kind of go over it. I understand everybody trying to think of everything of where Lilly&Jack could be. Trust me, I get that. That's what everybody should be doing, right? That's not what's taking place here. This just isn't some nice guy, that came along with this thought. And well, what if this happened? Oh, okay. Well, let's take a look at that and look at everything. Well, it doesn't really align with anything and make sense because, that's not, something that would continue to be said and so on and so on. And then you move on to other thoughts and on the case. That's not what's going on here. This just isn't that sort of thing, and I hope people understand that. If you can't understand that, I can't help you to understand that. I can't say any more than that. And we're not going to talk about it too much more because, I want the focus to be on Lily and Jack. And we've always been able to keep it that way here. And yeah, so that's enough said on that topic. Camilla, bingo. And there's a reason. So we'll move on from all of that. I see your guys' comments, and yep, you get it. You get it. Reds and gal. Oh, yes. The guy trying to lure the two kids. Yes. Did everyone hear about that? Acadia girl, thank you. Thank you. We'll play our song and then we got to move on, guys. Good point. Yes, good point, Grendel. And yeah, because you know why? You know what? And I said this. This is not like it used to be, right? That things have changed. So you have all of us people here on YouTube, you got Facebook, and yeah, exactly, Chelsea. Yeah, well, when she called him out, then he moved on to, oh no, I think it's someone in the family. Yeah, okay. And yeah, so the thing is, yeah, it's not like it used to be. Like, again, I'm from here. I'm 54. I know how it all goes down. Okay, so now we got them all hanging out at Tim Hortons. It used to be the Legion and the Blue Nose, and if anybody's from here and as old as I am, they'll remember the Blue Nose. It's where Jungle Jim's is now. But that's where all this would go down. And that's where the false narratives would be pushed, right? So if it was back in the day, they'd be in the Legion and at the Blue Nose saying, yeah, Lily and Jack, yeah, they were taken and put on the reserve. And that would just, spread like wildfire, and everybody would believe that. And the case would go unsolved, and years and years and years down the road, that would still be what people are saying. Yeah, no, they were taken to a reserve. They're fine and dandy. Nothing mysterious here. That's how things used to go down. Now we have YouTube and people like me, people like Shan, people like Justin, Daphne, Sunny, Shar, that who, can look at that and go, wait, just 1 minute. Lori, you know what I'm talking about. You remember how it used to be. So now that pretty much goes on. I'm going to say probably still the Legion and maybe, I don't know, a pub or two around here somewhere, but not like the Blue Nose back in the day. And Tim Hortons, right? But we also got YouTube and Facebook where people are going, oh, just wait a minute there, Mr. Geddes. No, no, no. I don't think so. So that's what we're dealing with here. Not some nice gentleman who just happened to come along and go, hey, maybe the mother was trying to protect them and she took them and put them on a reserve somewhere to protect them from something. And did anyone ever think of that? That's not what we're dealing with here, folks. I mean, come on. You can clearly see that. Come on. Please. And trust the locals. Trust us. Trust us. Allow us to fight for justice for Lily and Jack. Please support us. Know the things that we're doing are for a reason. And we're doing it to fight for justice for Lily and Jack. Okay? Not because we just like poking fun at Darren Geddes and, we just decided to snip somebody out and pick on them or no. Come on now. Come on. You guys can clearly see, hopefully, what's going on here. And like I said, there's more to come. So let's move on from that. I want to go over and thank Acadia Girl for becoming a member. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. So appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Acadia Girl. Right. And you know what? That'll be our last words on that from Chelsea Gray, the auntie of Lily and Jack. It makes 0 sense. Why? Why hide them? 0 sense. Absolutely. Absolutely. Except that a false narrative's being pushed. All right. Thank you to everyone else who has come in. I'm glad people are asking those questions. Feel free to ask those questions here. It opens the dialogue up to those discussions, and it helps people to understand what's going on here. So anyone who come in and I missed your comments. I missed saying hello. I apologize. Peaches, thank you. So we're going to get into what we'll do first is look at some pictures. Oh, yes. Actually, wait a minute. If I can get right into my Facebook, we'll go over to Facebook and we'll read that article about the guy that tried to... Yep. Oh, good. I got right in. We'll pull this up. The individual who tried to asked 2 children to come into his vehicle, to get into his vehicle, and stated that their grandmother had sent him. Disgusting. So we'll take a look at that. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Here we go. I don't know if you guys remember. Now, around this time last year, I feel like it might have been like springtime. I believe it might have been March, though. Another thing I want to say, if you guys read, we won't get into it now. I'll probably read it on a different live because we have to move on. I have my son, daughter-in-law, and the baby are coming here at 1:30, so we have to move on and stay on the schedule. But the Please Bring Me Home, they thanked Lori and I in regards to the food, feeding the searchers. I have to tell you that Lori actually ended up switching over to searching. And that's important to say because feeding the searchers and being a searcher are two very different things because, you don't get blisters on your feet and bruises on your body from packing sandwiches and putting them in a cooler. I mean, it's a lot of work to get all that food and go around and collect it and blah, blah, blah. But it's nothing compared to being a searcher. So I just wanted to make that correction in that because Lori actually did search and, received a giant blister on her foot, which is painful, and lots of bruises. And not only did she search one day, she went out multiple days. So, and it was my husband and I who did all the food. So I just wanted to make that correction while I see that there. Yeah. That is another case. This is, by the way, this is the Novah's Inquest Facebook site. If you want to join, you can look that up. Is this it? Pictou? Yep. Yeah, that is it. Whoops. Okay, I hope you guys, I'm just going to check to make sure you guys can see that okay. Yep, and then I'm going to take a drink. Just give me a minute here to have a drink to wet my lips, and then I'll read this. There we go. Shy, I do remember that about the clowns. Let me see if I can go back and put that comment up. There was a movie that had come out and it was something about with those clowns in it. And then there was a group of people from Facebook or something that decided that it was going to be funny to go out dressed like that and like clowns. And so then it didn't just happen here, it happened in a bunch of places here and in the States. If that's the same incident that I'm thinking of. Yeah, and they were, oh, maybe that's a different incident I'm thinking about. But hi, Shan. Hi, thanks for being here. Lots of love to you. You're welcome to join if you want. Yeah, so yeah, that was strange if that's the same one I'm thinking of. Okay, let's go over this quick and then we got to move on to the awesome pictures I captured of two sides of a family coming together, and I was so happy to see that. Pictou County District RCMP is asking for the public's assistance in identifying a person of interest following a suspicious incident that occurred in Pictou. Now, Pictou is a town in Pictou County. Okay, that's the town that the county's named after. I just want to make sure everyone understands that. Last year around this time, there was another incident in Pictou where an 18-year-old was approached, and when she refused to get in the vehicle, the man actually got out, grabbed a hold of her, and was trying to get her in the vehicle. And she was able to get away, or I think somebody else came along, or I don't know if they ever caught that gentleman. So this is the same town that happened in. The description is different than the other incident. It sounds like in the other incident that the gentleman was older. Yeah. So on May 6th at approximately 7:50 p.m., RCMP officers responded to a report of a suspicious person who had been on School Street earlier in the day. Investigators learned that at 4:30 p.m., 2 children were approached by a man in a vehicle. The man told the children that their grandmother had sent him to pick them up and then offered them chocolate. Oh, gosh. When the children declined, thank goodness, keep teaching your children and practicing with them and drilling it into their heads. When the children declined, the vehicle left the area traveling toward Falkland Street. The man of interest is described as white, in his 40s, and black and gray hair. He had a black ink tattoo on his left arm and was driving a black truck. Anyone with information about this incident or who may have security camera footage of the area is asked to contact the Pictou County District RCMP at 902-485-4333. To remain anonymous, call Nova Scotia Crime Stoppers toll free at 1-800-222-TIPS. Submit a secure web tip at www.crimestoppers.novascotia.ca or use the P3 Tips app. So again, the man of interest is described as white, in his 40s, with black and gray hair. Okay? Remember, this is 2 children, too, giving the description. Bless them. He had a black ink tattoo on his left arm and was driving a black truck. Yeah, and I mean, they're kids, so that's the best description they can give. Anyone out there, noticing anything unusual, if you've got a gentleman in your home or who you know in their 40s with black and gray hair, with a black ink tattoo, left arm, and driving a black truck, call one of these numbers, please. All right. Now, let's go from that to, and anyone new coming into the chat, thank you for being here and hello. We're going to continue on because we're on a time frame today because I have folks showing up here in about an hour. Okay, so we are going to go over and look at the beautiful moments captured at the vigil. Okay, so I wanted to show this to you guys first. Hi, Star Child. Grenchel. That's funny. Yeah. I know that. Well, if my husband had a black truck, he'd be in handcuffs too. No, well, He does have a tattoo on his, because he has my initial on his left hand when we got married, on his finger. So this is there's a story behind this. This is the Protect Children pin. And this was the last one that was purchased off the shelf. And I wanted to purchase 2 more for Chelsea and Belinda to take to the vigil to give to them. Excuse me. I reached out to the company, and their first response was that there was no way to get 2 of those for me. And that if they were out of stock on the rack, they were out of stock. And so I was kind of disappointed. But I was like, okay, well, I guess, I'll give Belinda the one that I had, right? That was purchased for me. So, pay it forward type thing. And so then the company reached back out to me and told me, actually, having thought that over, we've considered that, we will send 2 pins to you free of charge. I just want to see the name of the company here again. Looking for the picture. I took a picture. Oh, I can actually read it. Dear Lisa, on behalf of Vanity Fashions Limited, please accept these pins as a small gesture of our care and support. Our thoughts are with the family during this time, and we hope these tokens serve as a symbol of compassion, solidarity, and remembrance. While this is only a modest contribution, it is given with sincerity and heartfelt intention. We hope it brings a measure of comfort to those receiving it. With our deepest regards, Vanity Fashions Limited. And so they sent me 2 more free of charge for Belinda and Chelsea. But by that time, I had already given Belinda the one that was purchased for me. I had already paid it forward. So that'll replace mine. And then I'm sending Chelsea hers by mail. So they will both have. And what a beautiful find. My sister is the one who found those. And I just, how things come together. I've never, ever, ever seen. I mean, I've seen the yellow ribbons, right? That are for all missing individuals. I've never actually seen a pin to protect children. Yeah. So I thought, and it was Gathering of the Hearts, the vigil, right? The rally. The name of the rally was Gathering of the Hearts, or Gathering of Hearts. So I thought, oh my gosh, that is so perfect, right? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Chelsea. I just wish I had had the 2 of them the day of the vigil, but it still worked out. Yeah. So, I just wanted to start with that picture, because when you see the picture of me with Belinda, that's actually what I'm doing. I'm giving her, excuse me, the pin, and of course hugging her, and of course crying. Oh my, very emotional day, extremely emotional day. Okay, so there's again that picture. We'll just go through these quick. This is, I should go down and start at the beginning. Let's move down this way at the beginning first. yeah, so this is this is how things started. So that is these pictures were sent to me that someone else captured, obviously. So you see Belinda there looking at her pin that I had just given her, and of course, there were lots of tears shed at this vigil rally, and Belinda gave me the biggest hug. I mean, the biggest, tightest, most beautiful hug. And as she was walking towards me to hug me, she had her arms wide open. What a beautiful, beautiful soul. Her and Chelsea both. Beautiful people. It was important to me to go greet them and introduce myself and give them a hug, because I had done that at the search already with Cindy and Malaya. And so, I wanted to show Chelsea and Belinda my support as well. So as I'm crying, Belinda says, "Now don't you be crying." And I mean, and thank you to those who took these pictures and sent them. I believe these ones are from Belinda Believes. If I'm wrong, correct me, because Belinda Believes and Seawood both sent me pictures. So me and Chelsea, and Chelsea come over to, which, I wanted to give Chelsea a hug as well. So I didn't have to seek her out because Chelsea sought me out and hugs. Yeah. And so that is where I sat during the whole vigil. As you can see, the fluid is starting to accumulate on my ankles there. I didn't wear my stockings because they cause so much pain that I'd rather deal with the pain from the fluid than the stockings. But so, I think there was a better picture of Chelsea and I sitting at that picnic table. Oh, maybe it's further down. Yeah, so I sat there with Chelsea and I at the picnic table during the whole thing, videotaping Kent up until the rally started. And then I moved across the street to videotape what was going on with the rally and catch the moments of the family. That is Chelsea's husband standing behind me. One thing I do want to note too, and not that I want to keep going back to Darren, but I noticed that the posters so that's Chelsea's husband, and you see the posters that he has on and that Belinda had on look similar. So to me, I doubt very much that Darren made those. So I do believe that those are the ones that Belinda and Chelsea probably made. And that what Darren had on was not something I don't know if this is correct, and Chelsea's in the chat. If she's still here, I guess she can say that's correct or not, because I'm assuming that no, you didn't avoid the cameras, Chelsea. I'm assuming that Chelsea or Belinda gave that to him and asked him, to wear it, or if he wanted to wear it, or probably put it around his head. I don't think he came with that, but I could be wrong. Chelsea's saying he did not. I didn't think so. I'm just putting two and two together. My brain's saying, I don't think he showed up with that. I think Chelsea or Belinda gave him that and asked him to put it on. Yeah, a few of us made posters. Yes, Darren was asked to wear one by your mom. Way to go, Belinda. Yes. Awesome. Good for you, Belinda. Yeah, well, everyone's welcome, but if you're going to be there, definitely, right? Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Belinda. So, yeah, I kind of put 2 and 2 together there. My common sense told me, nah, I don't think he showed up with that. Okay, back to the pictures. Yeah. 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 Your spouse he's quite tall. I got a really good picture of him with his posters on him or placards or whatever you want to call them. That's more pictures. Oh, I don't want to really get into all the pictures of me yet. Because then it seems like I'm making it all about me, and I'm not. We'll go back to those. There was another picture of you and I, Chelsea, at the picnic table, though, and I don't see it there. But anyways, it'll come up. So some of these pictures, most of these pictures, 90% are all the pictures I took, or I took them from the videos that I took. And I'd rather show pictures from the videos than the actual video because there are kids there and you capture some kids, and I don't really like putting kids' photos on YouTube. So I took still shots from the videos. Okay. So I believe, and Chelsea, correct me if I'm wrong, but way over on the left-hand side there, Chelsea, that is your relative, I believe. That's right, Ginger. 100%. Yep. And then I tried to capture, to pretty much show it's your cousin. Yeah. Okay. Thought so. And then the other signs there that the other two ladies, I don't know who they are. The one with the younger lady looks to be First Nations. I could be wrong. And that is, of course, Belinda. When she went up to speak. Belinda. And there is another lady with her poster. All the posters were nicely done. Very nice. It really was, I have to say, I mean, to me, my perspective, I feel it was an awesome vigil rally. I feel everything that could have come out of that came out of it in the sense that families coming together, people standing up for two missing babies and the narratives being pushed, false narratives being pushed, making that known that's not okay. And if certain people weren't there at the rally, that wouldn't have been able to be done. And that point will continue to be made. Yeah. In the fight for justice for Lily and Jack. So, but the biggest thing for me was to see two families, sides of, Lily and Jack's family coming together. And that is the best thing that I seen take place. Well, I shouldn't say that. Of course, all the people that were there fighting for justice for Lily and Jack and keeping them in the forefront, of course. But these two families coming together and fighting this fight together, that's a big thing. That is a big thing. And it needs to take place. So it was so heartwarming to see that take place. That was the only thing that did disappoint me about the whole "Please Bring Me Home" thing that took place there with Belinda and Chelsea, because that is a missed opportunity of these families working together towards finding answers and and getting justice for Lily and Jack. That was an opportunity missed there, but it took place at this vigil. So, yeah, so heartwarming. And I'm so happy that took place. And you'll see in the pictures that I captured how you could see it coming together. I knew it was going to happen because I was watching everything, videotaping it. And then I went through everything when I get home and I thought, okay, I'm seeing something I like here. And then the next day I found things out and I was like, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Share Cares, member for 4 months. Thank you. Yeah, Jesse. Yeah. So nice. Yeah. Yeah, you work better together in numbers for sure. So I thought I loved capturing this picture. I like capturing things in the moment, you know. You just see how she's holding that poster and the look on her face, and you know, and she's there wanting justice for 2 babies, Lily and Jack. And there's Kent and his poster that he had, Kent Corbett, who helped host the vigil rally. Now we're getting into these pictures. Okay, so after I took these from across the street. So this is actually stills from the video I was taking from across the street. So when the vigil was over, the vigil part of it and the rally was to begin, first, well, if you guys watched the whole thing, you would have heard Kent say, okay, everybody, you step over to this side and the rally type thing is going to start. So everybody kind of went over to the side. And so I took some pictures from that actual, where you see the man, Bruce, over to the left there. I took some video from there. And then I crossed over across the road and started taking video. And this is what I captured. 2 families coming together. And Belinda is leading the way. So what Belinda is saying there, because I can hear her on the video, is, okay, everyone, we're gonna move down the sidewalk. Unfortunately, when this stuff was taking place, I believe this is when Kent went back to the mic and stated I think he remembered, or the little girl wanted to speak and stated that if anybody else wanted to come up and speak, but by that time, all this stuff was taking place. So, but here we see Belinda, Cheryl, and Cindy. So we're seeing the 2 families coming together. And I love this picture. And there's Chelsea over to the right where you see the officers taking the picture. Also, I mean, I think she was taking video as well. Her and I both were videoing the whole time. And again, and you see Belinda. I love it. Look at Belinda with the hand up saying we're leading the way. I love it. And there's the other family members following her. And she is, again, she's telling them we're going to walk the street. At first, they started on the sidewalk, and then I had to leave because I had family coming. Well, there was a family supper, but I heard Shan say that the RCMP, who, by the way, were absolutely awesome, so supportive, and allowing the families to do what they need to do to work through this and fight for justice and answers for Lily and Jack. And I heard Shan say that they blocked some of the roads so that they could walk the street. And so that would have been after this, because I know they started on the sidewalk. Yeah. And again, look at Belinda. Isn't that just heartwarming? The RCMP, yeah. Yeah. Very supportive in what, is taking place here. At the local Stellarton detachment here. That's right. Very beautiful. They don't have to be best friends, but they do need to lean on each other during this time, yeah. Until justice comes for the babies, yeah. Yeah. And I think it's best for, I always said, don't get involved in the dynamics, right, going on here, especially under these circumstances. Allow them to go through the feelings they're going to go through and eventually come to this, right, on their own. But again, I will state, blocking people from, and nothing against Please Bring Me Home, because I absolutely love everything about them. However, it's live and learn. You don't want to interfere with things like this being able to take place. And as we heard from Shan, they eventually did end up going on a search together. Later this, I found out the next day from Shan. Later this same, after the vigil, they all went together to go search an area for a particular reason, which they themselves, both sides of the family, know. And yeah, they know why they went there to search that area. So yeah, we have to allow this to happen naturally with these folks and not interfere, not, have any sides and this one's wrong, that one's wrong, or I can tell you, I had somebody tell me who was not a part of, it wasn't Shan and it wasn't a part of anyone from Malaya's family. It just is somebody else who I know, who's local, who happened to be in the area where Cindy was standing during this, the vigil part of this vigil rally. And Cindy she said it was so, so heartbreaking because Cindy couldn't keep it together. That sounds bad the way I said it, because she shouldn't have to keep it together. You're going to break down but she was trying, I guess. And she just kept breaking down and breaking down and breaking down. And the individual that was telling me that was saying it was so, so hard and so horrible to witness that. So this is what these folks are going through. And yeah. Yeah, it's very sad. And we need to remember that, Just give me a minute, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back. Sorry, I hate how this laptop works like that. It's so hard to get to some of the comments. Yeah, cool, Jay. Well, you know what? There's been a big presence out there, so yeah. With the search, and it wasn't just that one day. There was lots of searching going on, and yeah. Oh, Pinky, thank you. What a good time to play our upbeat song. Yeah, it is. It's okay to cry. We should be crying, right? For Lily and Jack and what the family are going through, and I really think we need to keep that in mind, you know. Oh, sorry, I was muted there. I was saying thank you so much to Cheryl and Pinky. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I see all your beautiful messages there. And thank you for that. I can't click on them all because we have to move on because the baby's going to be here soon. And I'm downstairs in the living room. I'm not upstairs. Oh, Joyous, thank you. Thank you so much, Belinda. And thank you for that big, beautiful hug. What a beautiful hug. Thank you. And it was so happy to be, it was so nice to be able to hug you in Chelsea for real. So much better than the virtual. Joyous, thank you. Sometimes I'm so angry, then heartbreaking sadness with this case. Yeah, justice for Lily and Jack. Thank you, Joyous. Thank you. You're so supportive of the channels, and thank you. Thank you to all of you. Thank you. We'll play our song again while we all cry. Thank you. Thank you, Joyous. Thank you, Pinky. Thank you, Cher. And Cher again for being a member for 4 months. Acadia Gal. And Shy. Thank you to all of you, and thank you to everyone here. Everything makes the difference. Just watching the videos. Hugs to you, Belinda. Shan, thanks for popping in. Lots of love to you and hugs. Thank you, Joyous. Alrighty, let's move on with these pictures because the babe is going to be here soon. Yeah, I just love those moments captured. I put the little happy faces over any of the kids' faces. I just don't like putting them on Facebook. Yeah. Awesome moments right there. This is when Belinda was first walking over and telling them we're going to move down the sidewalk. Yeah. Yeah. And they followed. Oh, there's Shan in the background as well. There's a couple other pictures I had in the video of Shan, but she was crying, and I didn't know if she wanted me to put them on here, but I had them cropped, and she's actually crying, so I have another picture of her I'll show. This is another picture there of that conversation taking place. And these are, of course, beautiful women from First Nations, of First Nations. And Darren's looking pretty nervous there. Uh-huh. Yeah. And if you want to hear more about what took place there, please go over to Tea Time with Shenanigans if you haven't watched her video already. And she explains what was going on there. I wasn't sure what was going on. I just happened to be capturing these pictures and wondering what is going on here. Because I had just arrived. And when I first arrived, Shan was there as well. And I was actually starting to walk over because I could hear, somebody had said to me, Darren's over there saying, I didn't do that. That wasn't me. And I was like, oh gosh, what's going on here? And of course I wanted to protest against this false narrative as well, because I was one of the first ones to actually speak out about that, being from here and saying, please do not pay attention to this false narrative being pushed. Please stay on track here with reality. Yeah. Okay, again, some beautiful moments. I happened to be sitting at the picnic table where right behind me, the little area with the lighthouse and the toys for Lily and Jack were. So I captured some awesome pics there. All I had to do was turn around and take those photos. And yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful moments. Again, of these two families, each side of Lily and Jack Sullivan's family members coming together. So yep, that's Cindy there with the dinosaur for Jack, and Cheryl and Angeline. And I have to tell you, I've met Cheryl 3 times now, maybe more. Angeline a couple of times, I believe. And they as well are just absolutely beautiful souls, wanting justice for Lily and Jack and trying to keep this on track and squash any false narratives. So you have the 2 grandmoms there, Cindy and Belinda. And that's Belinda on her way over to that little spot. That guy there with the dog, he is actually a chatter. You can't see his face too well, so that's kind of good, because everybody else I asked permission if they minded the pictures being on here. I forgot to ask him. Yeah, that's Ernie Man with his puppy. cute. And he was also on the search, FYI. He is a boots on the ground as well as Belinda believes. And I know that C. Wood has gone out and did some searching as well, not just this year, but last year as well. So, yeah. And that's Cindy on her way over to put the dinosaur down by the lighthouse. And again, that's Chelsea's cousin and Belinda's sister. You see there as well. Kent again. There's a picture of Shan. This is after Belinda spoke. And I actually didn't realize that I captured Shan in the picture until later when I was looking at the pictures. But I was actually capturing the police officer walking by because, Shan was crying there as well. You'll see in a minute. And that's Belinda, her sister, and her cousin. You see Belinda believes in the background there as well. God love him. He always gets pretty choked up when he's speaking. And I didn't know that. I would like to thank my oldest grandson for donating his old dinosaur for Jack. Aw. That is so precious. I had wondered where that ever came from. Because that is pretty cool. Because we all know that from what we've heard is that Jackie Boy loved the dinosaurs, right? And I noticed that Belinda had them on her poster as well. Yeah, beautiful. Seaweed goes out searching a lot. Oh yeah. I knew that she went out, and I knew she did last year as well. Yeah. And we have anyone going out. Thank you, Cher, again. We won't do the music thing because we're going to run out of time, but thank you so much. Yeah, isn't that's beautiful. The dinosaur. Yeah, it went to a perfect cause. Yeah, beautiful. Hi, Sue. Thanks for being here. It's been a hard few days. Mom went into the 89. I've been listening. Well, thank you for doing what you can. Even if you can listen, remember you can always catch on the replay. And I hope everything works out okay with your mom. We're thinking of you and your mom too. Yeah. Big hugs. Yeah. So this guy, McKinnon, I believe it is. Yeah, very, very sweet man. And you can't really see his eyes too much in how you're seeing the picture on there, but when I look at it, it's bigger. And he's like a deer caught in the headlights. And he usually gets choked up when he's speaking. And, they carry a lot. And you can definitely tell this whole case is really affected him. I'll just put it that way. Yeah. These are the two ladies who, now I think this picture might be, because some pictures were from global news too that I added because there were just certain things or maybe this is one of mine. I can't remember, but just because I wanted to make sure I captured some things there that I didn't get on my in my videos or pictures. If anybody saw on Facebook that there's a Cormier, I believe, from Westville that was doing the T-shirts up with the messages on the T-shirts. And so there's the T-shirts with the messages on them that people had sent her for Lilly&Jack. And then again, you see Cheryl, Angeline. I'm not sure who that is in the middle, if that's Christine Inrig. I don't know. Maybe it is. And again, this is after you hear Kent saying, okay, everybody move over to this side, and the rally part of is going to start. This is where everybody's kind of started off there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's global. That's one of the pictures from Global News, me and Belinda, that they captured. There's a dinosaur that we now know came from Belinda's grandson. So, Chelsea, is it your son? Yeah, I guess it would have to be your son that had that. That's from Global News too, and I really like that picture. Yeah. This would be when they then moved on to the street. You can see Lori there too. I was gone at this point. This was after I had to leave. You know, I see Cindy in that picture, and it just breaks my heart. You know, Cindy, all the family members. But she looks so lost there. Pictures say 1,000 words. And these just, again, some random pictures that I caught. Okay, so there's Chelsea's husband, who was right behind me. I was in between. Chelsea was in front of me. Her husband was behind me, and Chelsea and I were sitting at the picnic table together. Yeah. And I looked at him and I said, very nice. I didn't realize it was her husband yet. And I was like, very nice. I like that. Yeah. That is Belinda Believes in the very front there. She made her way around because I got her captured in many different places. We see First Nations in the back there. Beautiful ladies. And they are the women who were having discussions with Mr. Guinness. We see Cheryl in the back there as well. Yeah. And look at the little one there. My gosh, she was precious. There's one picture of them getting down the sidewalk. I don't know if I passed it yet. I had her face covered. But when you see that picture uncovered, and that is Janice Potty's granddaughter, man, she's getting down that street marching, and just she's standing so straight and tall, and she's got this very serious look on her face, like she is definitely fighting for justice. And yeah, so you can't see her face there, so I didn't bother covering it with anything, but you see her there with her sign. Just precious. And that is the warden, and I think that might be his brother there with him, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who this lady is in the white sweater, but I've seen her a lot around other stuff going on too. Um, yeah, not sure who she is. Yeah, yeah. I just have a thing about not that I'm saying anybody else is doing anything wrong but I just I don't like to show the little ones' faces. So they get that nice happy face with the hearts. Whoops, I just did something here and I don't even understand what I did. So that's pictures that someone captured again that were sent to me. I think these might be the ones that Seawood sent me. Seaweed now. Seawood. I actually cracked a joke with her, but I'm not going to say it on here. But I made her laugh. That's all I'll say. And I really like those pictures that I captured of Belinda. Again, a picture says 1,000 words. And I imagine there's 1,000 thoughts going through Belinda's head. Oh, hi. Okay. Well, nice to meet you. Linda, hi. And I think I might have seen you a couple other times, maybe, or somebody that looks like you. But with other stuff involving this case, I won't say exactly what, but maybe it's not you, but someone that looks like you. But thanks for being here. And I hope you didn't mind me capturing you in some pictures there. You seem pretty dedicated to Lily and Jack. Yeah. Oops. Oh, what did I do here? Give me 1 second, guys. I don't know how I messed this up, but I did. Just give me 1 second. There. Okay, some of these we might have already looked at. I'll have to move along. Okay, so there's the other one with Chelsea and I. Somebody, I believe it was Seawood, sent me with Chelsea and I at the bench. I think that was when I cracked a little bit of a joke with Seawood. Chelsea and I giving each other a hug. I don't know what we're looking at there, but we're looking at something that somebody captured. So here's some other photos that were captured. Oh yeah, we went through that one. And of course, again, that was when I was giving Belinda the pen. Yeah. Again, I like capturing pictures in the moment. Like you just look at that picture there and the looks on people's faces. And I mean, it's sad. And there's the warden who went up and spoke as well. All right, so we went through those ones. Okay, so we didn't see these. Okay, so there's Janice, who was handing out bracelets. I was actually on my way over to get a bracelet from her, and I believe it's actually the lady over to the left there, Barb, who stopped me and wanted to introduce herself, and then I forgot to continue on to Janice, so I didn't get my bracelets. That was another picture. Because I had 3. That's another one there of the conversation going on there. There's the picture I was saying, like bless him. When he walked past Belinda and her family there, like he just hung his head, and I thought, like, they carry so much, you know? And I know there's unwarranted guilt, you know, that officers carry. And he was hanging his head, and I felt so bad for him. Yeah. I like that picture. You can see all 4 of the family and best friend of Malaya and Belinda. And I really like that picture. Okay, so I think I went through those ones. So we might have went through them all. Oh, yeah. That's Janice's daughter there holding the baby, and she's crying as well. And the lady in the jacket there in the blue is the news lady. I mean, when you capture these moments and you're just looking at the looks on people's faces, like the sadness, you know? Okay, so we went through all those. I think we got them all. Chelsea's husband. That was I kind of caught Chelsea off guard there because I said, Chelsea, and then she looked and threw me a big smile. She didn't know what she was going to be looking at, but I was trying to get a picture of her before people were walking in front of her again. So I went, Chelsea, to get her attention. Yeah, there is Seawood and Belinda Believes. Yeah. And they said they didn't mind me sharing their photo. And I think that's it. Yep. We're at the end there. Now. Oh, just got a message. We're on our way from the family. So they're on their way over with the baby for a visit. So what I'm going to do is pull up Daniel's article from court. I'm going to read that because this article actually explains exactly what took place there and what it was involving. Oh, Grendel, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, Olive, exactly. Hopefully justice will come soon. And Shy, it's beautiful and so sad at the same time. Exactly, Shy. Exactly. Exactly. It's to see people coming together to fight for justice for two babies, but then the sadness of it all, and of what has the reality of it all. Very sad. Yes. That's right, Cool J. Yeah. They're in New Brunswick, they're in Newfoundland, and they're in Nova Scotia. Yeah. All right, so we'll read this article, and then I will have to skedaddle. Okay, so criminal charges against stepfather of missing Nova Scotia children adjourned until July, and it is until July 7th. And I know I'll be there, and I'm sure Shan will be there. Daniel Robert Martell is accused of assault, and forcible confinement, all involving an adult complainant. And that is banned, that information. So we will not go there. This was published May 4th, the day of Daniel's last court hearing that he wasn't there. So, but we were. Daniel Robert Martell's criminal charges in Pictou Provincial Court have been adjourned until July. And like I said, that is July 7th, to allow new evidence from police to be disclosed to the defense. Martell, 34, is the stepfather of Lilly&Jack Sullivan, two young children who were reported missing from their family's home in Lansdowne Station, Pictou County, on May 2nd, 2025. Despite exhaustive search efforts and an extensive investigation by RCMP, the two siblings have not been found. Sadly. The charges against Martell, which were laid in January of this year, are unrelated to the disappearance of his stepchildren, police say. He is charged with assault and forcible confinement, all involving the same adult complainant. RCMP alleged the offenses were committed between September 1st, 2024 and March 30th, 2025. There's a publication ban on any information that could identify the complainant. Martell attended court for his arraignment March 2nd, but was not present until, Martell attended court for his arraignment March 2nd, but was not present March 30th or again Monday, designating Nova Scotia legal aid lawyer Nick Hone to appear on his behalf. Crown Attorney Bill Gorman told the court he has received additional evidence in relation to the assault. Now, that's the important piece of this. When we were in the courtroom, they did indeed say it was in reference to the 271. And when you look that up, that is the assault. They also said it is based on information relating to a 278. There's something to do with the 278. I'll let you guys look that one up because I'm not going to have time to pull it up today. But you go on the internet and look that up, 278, and read it for yourselves. Gorman asked that the case be put over until July 7th for election and plea. Hone confirmed that date would work for the defense, and they did indeed say that they expect a plea on that day. I'm saying that. It doesn't say that in there. I'm saying what was said in the courtroom. I had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Martell on Friday, and we're agreeable with that adjournment, the defense lawyer told Judge Cameron McKean. I would expect us, oh, there you go. I would expect us to plead at that point. In an update, April 30th, RCMP said their investigation into the disappearance of 6-year-old Lily, who, by the way, is 7 now, and 4-year-old Jack, who is 5 now, has involved sustained and wide-ranging efforts over the past year. Now, again, I know they say this case is not involving Lily and Jack. No, not directly. However, it is showing statistically what is going on in a household with an individual in the household from where Lily and Jack went missing. And it fits right into those statistics that we all know of. Substantial RCMP and partner agency resources continue to be dedicated to this file, and they'll remain in place until the circumstances surrounding Lily and Jack's disappearance are determined with certainty, said Staff Sergeant Rob McCammon, Nova Scotia RCMP's acting officer in charge of major crime and behavioral sciences. Although multiple investigative avenues remain ongoing with all possible scenarios under investigation, McCammon said he believes the chances the 2 children are still alive are very slim. And he has also stated, like we said at the beginning of this live, he says that they wandered off out into the woods and that they're out in the woods is also very slim. My company is here, but I've only got 2 paragraphs to go. McCammon said investigators are looking for fact-based information from the public, not speculation or theories. He said, and let's listen to what they're saying. Hi, honey bunny. Hi. I just got to finish this live. I've got 2 paragraphs left and a goodbye to say, and I'll be done. Yeah. Wipies. Let's pay attention to this paragraph. It's important to listen to what RCMP themselves are saying. I'm not going to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. RCMP are saying it right here, and we're all adults. We can all understand this. McCammon said investigators are looking for fact-based information from the public, not speculation or theories. And said speculative tips, particularly those circulating online, can create additional work for investigators and take focus away from more credible leads. Police said there is no evidence to confirm an abduction, and the case remains classified as a missing persons investigation. All righty. Okay, guys. I am going to say I'd love to read your comments, but you know what? I'll probably come back on tomorrow and we'll have a comment day. I know that I said my next live was going to be a members only, but I did have to push that out because of, other things that were taking place in the Lily and Jack case that, it's important to have those discussions. So tomorrow I will come on. We will just have a discussion on the case and have it'll just be chat day. And and then we'll go from there. Lots of love, lots of positive vibes. Thank you all to being here. Thank you all to supporting the channel today by your stickers, your monetary support, just being here, subscribing, being a member, like and share in whichever way you want to support the channel. Thanks very much, guys. Lots of love, lots of positive vibes. I'll see you all tomorrow.